This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Detroit Lions. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Goff. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Oh, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3-and-out, and for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
But what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
So this game, Charles, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Alex Highsmith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Swift.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Rolling to his right. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Here's McLeod on the return.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 27, Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flushed out right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Newton. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before break here. Goff. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Cam's throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Alex Highsmith
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton.
Claypool with another catch.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Harris.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Goff.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on second and long. Goff escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Lions on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be third and a mile. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On second down now, it's Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Newton. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Goff. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like almost